Please know your worth and please embrace yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to tell you you're beautiful. Don't wait for somebody else to love you. Self-love, as they say, it's a cliche, is an inside job. I'm doing this random video because a lot of people are running to other people to fulfill the things that you can only fulfill. It's within yourself. So it doesn't matter who thinks you're beautiful. It doesn't matter who sees the greatness in you. You yourself have to see the greatness in you. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm just doing this random video and I'm going to post it in the dark. How professional is that? Anyway, what sparked this video is seeing Megan Good. I saw, how she changed her eyebrows, how she changed her skin complexion. She doesn't even look like the same person. And she has a husband. And she's still going out there and changing herself, which proves a point that we already know. It doesn't matter who you have in your life. It doesn't matter who says they love you. Do you love you? And I wonder if this husband is having that conversation with her. Basically confronting her, trying to get down to the bottom of it. Of her, low self-worth. Because what happens with me, like anytime that I have been in a relationship, that person is always like a mirror to me. We always shine a light on every aspect of each other, the good and the bad. And that's what happens. A relationship kind of shows you who you are and where you're at. But if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, you are in a world of trouble. No one else can save you. You must save yourself. The Most High is there with you, loving you through the hurt, the pain, the feelings of rejection, and all this stuff. But you ultimately have to make the decision to heal and to make healthier choices for your life. Now, when it comes to self-love, I'm looking at her and I'm like, I don't remember who that person is. Is that even the same person? But then I look at myself and I'm looking like, I'm almost 40 years old and it took me almost to 40 to embrace wearing my natural hair. I was a person who was all into weave. And it wasn't because I didn't have beautiful hair. When I was younger, even when I was in college, my hair was always thick and beautiful. But because I felt like my hair wasn't growing to a certain length, I embraced weave. And when I embraced weave, it almost became like an addiction for me. And it was a cover-up because I felt like if my hair wasn't a certain length, that I was, that I wasn't as beautiful. If I didn't have certain clothes, I wasn't as beautiful. If I didn't put makeup on my face, I wasn't as beautiful. I've learned to love myself, and I'm not saying that it's been an easy road, and I'm not saying I'm 100% in the clear. But let me tell you something. I spend way less money and when it comes to doing my hair. Now, natural hair products cost a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But, you got to know how to do it. But just the fact that I feel comfortable at this point in my life with no makeup on and no extra hair, that is the creator's that is the creator's change in my life. That is the creator, that is the creation embracing the creator's identity for me. Because we're beautiful without all these other things. The world tells you, you need these different things to make you feel beautiful. And if you notice, everybody's looking alike. No hate on weaves, because one day I might put another wig on. I'm not going to even lie. But I've been wearing my natural hair out for a while now. All I've been doing is washing my hair, clipping it, washing it weekly, moisturizing it, clipping my hair, and wearing twist outs. And the Constance before she would have never, because I just didn't like my hair. I don't need makeup. I put on a little bit of, y'all know, like when y'all look at my channel, I never really wore a lot of makeup. But for me to embrace myself, it took a long time. And I'm still embracing myself. And I'm almost 40 years old. So I'm not going to fault this lady, because we go through a lot of things in life psychologically that tells us that we're worthless or we're worth nothing. But when you add on some trauma, you put some trauma, and then you put the trauma in the child's life at the beginning of their life, like say a molestation, say some deep, traumas that happen early on. That's just one example. That's gonna bring a shadow over a person's thought process. It's gonna blur your vision in terms of who you genuinely are. Because I feel like in this life, we're constantly fighting to hold on to our true identity versus what the world tells you should be. You have people out here changing their gender. You have people out here doing significant things that's opposed to who they were created to be. And at the beginning and the end of the day, it's an identity fight, and it's a fight for who you truly are versus what demons and spirits and things outside of you have tricked you into thinking that you are. And the more delusional we become, the more tricked we become, the more we're chasing this illusion of, if we do this, if we tweak that, if we do this, then someone will love us, and maybe we'll love ourselves. But I'm here to tell you that love, self-love, starts as an inside job. And as we are growing, we should always be self-examining ourselves. It's something that I do all the time. And when you've been through, because I've been through traumas in my life, when you've been through traumas in your life, you examine yourself and you eliminate any sort of debilitation, any sort of thing you can get out of your life that's going to cause you to stumble and invite more demons in. For some, in order to avoid the trauma, they bring alcohol in. For some, they bring food in. For some, they bring sex in. For some, they bring weed in. For some, they work too much. People are doing any and everything to avoid themselves, because self-confrontation is one of the hardest things. Self-examination is one of the hardest things. But you must examine yourself. Because what is this life worth living if you don't know thyself and don't embrace the truth of who you are and what you honestly have to offer this world? when you're being your genuine self, when you're being who you are, you're living in your destiny. You're pulling your destiny and your purpose closer to you when you are being your authentic self. And when you're letting go of those things that the enemy has placed in your life to stop you from embracing the truth of who you are. Do you think a drug addict can see their identity for what it really is? They can't. The demons that have been manifesting due to the drugs have caused them to be delusional, such as any other debilitation. So find a way, figure out what are you using to avoid the truth of who you are. What is it? What is your excuse? What is your thing that's causing demons to draw close to you and help you to avoid the truth, help you to become delusional? Because you have to cut those things off. People think that they can find an easy way out, and the easy way out is, let me get other people around me that love me because I can't love me. That's still not going to heal the pain and the hurt and all these feelings of rejection and all this other stuff. That's not going to heal you. You have to deal with you. It is not the responsibility of someone else to come in and save you. You have breath in your body. You are responsible for yourself. Once you become responsible, once you become disciplined, once you acknowledge these things that have hurt you, you have to acknowledge the trauma. You have to acknowledge what you didn't receive as a child. You have to acknowledge what you don't know. You have to acknowledge what has hurt your soul, what has hurt you at your core, what you have to acknowledge the reasons why you're piling on all that makeup, why you're trying to be like the people you see on TV, while you're piling on all this here. Acknowledge why you are not being your authentic self. And then once you're able to deal with it, separate yourself from the garbage. Separate yourself from your debilitations. Separate yourself from things, sins, from things that keep you from being your authentic, peaceful, loving, genuine self. When you have the courage to do that, it takes a lot of courage. You know what that means? That means you love yourself. When you be in discipline, when you decide to eat healthy, when you decide to embrace the hair that God has on your head, when you want to drink water because you know that makes your skin glow. When you know that you're worthy of being peaceful in your spirit, so you don't allow people and things to take your energy. When you are respecting yourself, respecting others, and you have created this solitude and this peace within yourself, people like that, they walk different. There can be 1 million people walking around, but that person who has genuine peace is like a light in a room of darkness. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Love and heal yourself. Deal with yourself. It's not easy. That's all I've been doing. That's why I took time. I didn't want to be on YouTube, or I didn't want to be anywhere if I am not clean and clear. If I am not genuinely, authentically working on myself. That's the best thing that I could do for myself and anyone else. Because when I am sharing love, when I am being peaceful and I am being all that Constance can be, and I am just radiating this love, I am the best. We all deserve to feel that way. But we have to deal with ourselves. Remember, no one can make you love you. No one can make you love you. You could have the most beautiful person. Do you ever wonder why there's a lot of people on drugs? Their family keep bailing them out of jail. Their family keep on going to the street or the house that they're in, taking them out. You know, possibly the family members could possibly get shot or whatever. They keep on taking chances because they love this person, but the person ain't loving on themselves. You can't make a person change. But you know what? You can be the change that you want to see.